Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here from Fursdon House. Well, I've tried my hand at something new and I think it turned out really well. I was very pleased with it and I wanted to share it with you, and it is an ephemera folder or folio or however you want to put it. I just call it an ephemera folder. And in my usual fashion, when I created it and then I started pulling out all of my ephemera that I wanted to go into the book, and of course I got a little carried away and got a lot more. So I thought, well, I'm not going to put it all back. It needs to go together. So this is full of my ephemera. And these two bags are full of my ephemera. So it all comes together. It is for sale and it will be in my Etsy shop. I'll put a link below. But first, let's just go over the ephemera folder itself. And it's kind of large, so I have to watch that it's still in focus. It is 10 inches wide, 12 inches long. It has a 1-inch spine. I've covered it in this beautiful toile fabric. This is my favorite fabric. This is black toile, and there's also blue toile, and I love the look of it. And I've had some for now. Oh, I've had some for now. Now that sounds good. I've had this fabric for ages. I keep buying it and replenishing it because I make different things out of it, tea cozies and what have you. But I thought this one would go well on this. So I've just closed it with a grosgrain ribbon, and I'm just going to slide it off because the bow looks good and I'm not going to mess with it. So, but it is a very lengthy ribbon, which you can use if you want to for something else. But here is the folder. Make sure I'm still in focus here. There's the edge, the back, and let's open it up here. And I'll have to do one section at a time. So it's here, and it's got this section and that section. Get down in there, you silly little thing there. So let's do one section at a time. And as I said, I've just filled it with a variety of ephemera that you might be able to use, or you can take it out and use your own ephemera, however you want to do it. But I wanted to do this one with lace. You can still see through it. You still have an idea of what's in there. But I didn't want to use plastic, at least for this one. So let's just start up at the top. These are postal cards. They were used way back when, and these are from Arkansas, where I was born, and that was just an accident. I didn't realize that was from Arkansas, but they would put the county on, and then they would put I guess the city. I'm not quite sure, and all of that handwriting is original to it. But they're just really neat. And this one's Morgantown, Una, Strong, and Lawson. So there's those. And like I said, I've just filled it up with various things. I put two of my little, what do you call them? These are little coin holders. And they're self-adhesive, which I've also put some blank ones in there, and you just put small flowers in there. You can put a little brad or a little hole in these and use them as ephemera hanging down from your journals, just however you want to use that. And here are some more of the blank ones. And as I said, they're self-adhesive. You just put your flower or a sticker or anything in there, fold it over. Well, take that off, fold it over, it's sealed. And then you can decorate it. I've put little pins through it, the little bulb pins, and hung them from pages in a journal. And here we have two of my, I call these miniature banners. And they're fun. You can put them on a journal. You can use them as tuck spots. And you can, there's 1, 2, 3 tuck spots if you wanted to. Sometimes I'll put a little decoration, a bit of lace or something here. And the same with this one. They're all different sizes. And I did a video on doing these. They're great for using up your scraps. So there's that. And here we have, this is a sweet little envelope. And I learned this on Instagram from Love for Paper Goodies, Sandra at Love for Paper Goodies. And all it is, it's a great way of using up those pages we have. So you fold it and you literally make a little envelope now. And it's got this in here. So it's literally 2 pieces. And what I do, I go ahead and glue this down, but I thought I'm not going to do anything in case you want to do that yourself or want to do it differently. And then here are 2 miniature envelopes with little cards in them. Aren't they sweet? Yeah, I started going through all of my ephemera, and I have so much, and I thought, you know what, you need to share. So I'm sharing. I'm just going to put those in like that, keep them all together. Here we have, I made these, oh goodness, last year I think, at an art retreat that we were at, and they're just envelopes, and I've just put fabric clusters on them. And here's that one. That one has a little Edith Holden bird on it. I really like these, and I thought, you know what I should do is do a few more. These are using some notebooks that I got from my dear friend Elaine. Elaine, thank you so much. It's very sweet of you, and really appreciate that. We did that at the recent art retreat we attended. And these are just some tabs that are great for the use on, you know, journal cards, whatever. Different colors. Then I've also put in some white. This is a piece that I cut out using one of my die cuts. This is great. You glue this down, and then you can put different small tags or cards or whatever in there. You can put words on here, or you could even put a little bit of a lace embellishment of some kind on there. So that's that side. Now here's my maker mark. And that's the inside of that fold. And let's see here. Oh good, I think this will work. At least there we go. Okay. I've packed it really full. But like I said, I had a lot more, and I thought, well, we're just gonna keep on going. Here are 3 large I've forgotten what they're called, flashcards. Great for journaling on the back. And I've just got those in there, and then I have one of my cards using some of my pressed flowers. This is phlox. You just open it up like so. This is also a great way to use up scrap pieces. On top. Nope, I think I had, yeah, there we go. These are 2 pieces of embossed paper. You can see these are flowers, and this is musical notes. Make great little pockets. I put in a beautiful, it's Macon, Georgia's Antebellum Treasures. It's postcard, and it's a book that I purchased that had all these yummy old houses. Just gorgeous. What's this one called? Raines Miller Carmichael House, 1848. That's a long name. Here we have, let's see what all's in here. I just kind of kept going and kept going. Let's start with the large pieces first. This is a first day of issue, an original. This is the original stamp, and it's the first day of issue of this particular stamp, a 10-cent stamp. Wow. It's amazing that we ever only charged 10 cents for mail. And it was likely more efficient, but oh well. And that's why, apparently that's where it came from. Stamps, albums, and supplies. I got it in an antique mall, but you can use that. You can cover that up and use it as a journal card if you want. But it helps preserve the integrity of the shape of the envelope in there as well. And here I've done a fold that is, I love this fold. And what I do is, and you can make these in different sizes. I'm just going to take it apart to show you. This one uses a paper that is slightly smaller than a full page. You can make them smaller, you can make them larger using a full page, however you want. But you fold it like so. And then you fold this up like so, and that down. Or you can even tuck this into there, and you've got 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pocket, 4 pocket. And I think at one point I even had 5. Did I have 1, 2? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. So depending on how you fold it, you can have 5 pockets. Let's keep the 5 in there, if I can get it in here. And what I do, again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 behind it. So you would just glue down this part here, and here, here, and here. And what I do is I take decorative paper and decorate the fronts of these, the showing parts, if you will. So put him in there, and put our first day of issue in there. All right, maybe you can come in there in the bottom. All right, there we go. Here we have a sweet little bookmark. This is by G. Kerr, and it was one of her Friday freebies that she does. Such a generous artist, lovely lady, and she offers free, all kinds of free patterns and what have you on her Facebook group. I'm not on Facebook, but you can also get them for a nominal amount on Etsy, like $1 or $2, if you're not a member of Facebook. And I thought that'd be great to put in there because I've got several of them. And here we have little glassine envelopes. I've already tea stained them. What a mess it was. But I love this look. So that shape, put those down in here. And then I have this shape where they're little and as a matter of fact, I've forgotten. Let me get 1, 2, 3 cards. These are cards that I had put down in them. They didn't come together, but they work really well. So I'll go ahead and add that, and then you can decorate the card as well. So, all right, how'd it go? These are finicky. Well, it's going to come apart, so we'll just get a fresh one. Hold on. If it wants to be difficult, we shall overcome difficulty. Here we go. A little stinker. And yes. Yes, sometimes they are difficult in opening. What I've learned to do, obviously I missed with that one, but what I've learned to do is open them up after they dry, and that way they do a little bit better. So let's put those there. Okay, so that's the second part. And then here, make sure we're in focus again. Here's the third part. We'll start at the top. I've got little bits and pieces everywhere. These are just little, I don't know, they're not really journals. They're little notebook type things, but they're miniature. And they're great for all kinds of things. I put Bible verses on them, inspirational quotes, whatever. And you just tuck them down in a pocket or whatever. I thought they're cute. And again, this is another great way of using up scraps. And I've put some of these butterflies. These are my favorite butterflies to use. They come in a packet of about 20, and you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and that one doesn't want to come apart. Come on, you. And then there and there. And what I do, I take my ink, my distress ink, and just go around the edges, and then just glue it down, and then you've got a dimensional butterfly. I really like those. And those are 2 of those. And this is something that came in a packet of stuff that I purchased. And it's a nice little bit of vintage ephemera. It's a little crystal. It says it's crystal. I don't think it's crystal. But it's for very thin watches. One of each color, white and yellow ring in envelope. Well, the only one in there was this. Seems more like plastic than anything else. But that would make a great thing that you could put on something. Glue it around here and have a little spot. And it, of course, it's also, you could carefully take this envelope apart, and it would make a great little template for a small envelope. Now I think of these things. I've had this for ages and couldn't think what to do with it. Now, of course, I think about it. Oh well, such is life. Here are some more envelopes. I think these are called coin envelopes. And these two have been coffee stained. I had a coffee staining party the other day, and well, it's been about 2 weeks now in the studio. It all smelled delicious in here. There's more ephemera that I've made. Have the little, isn't that neat? Little paper clip. And this is a pocket. I've just put some paper flowers on it, and it's using pages from an antique German songbook. So it's written in German. It is antique, 1890s, I believe, if I remember correctly. And what I do is I just glue here, here, and here on the page. Then you have a pocket here and then a pocket inside. I did quite a few of them all at one time, so that's what I tend to do when I get something. I'll make several of them, and then I don't have to make them as often. Beautiful little card inside an envelope, which you never want to go in when you're on camera. Murphy's Law. Murphy is my cousin. So there's that one. And then here we have, I put an empty CD sleeve. Again, these have been coffee dyed by yours truly. And then this one has blue orchids. They were actually that color, believe it or not. And I've learned how to, you don't press orchids, because if you press them, they basically just disappear. They're so fragile. But when the orchids fall off of the plants, and my husband loves orchids, so we frequently have some in the house, I just literally pick them up, put them in this little bag. I don't seal it, I leave it open, and I just basically let it air dry, and then it closes in on itself, and that's how I do orchids. I've done purple ones, clear ones, or not clear, but white, cream color. On this one, I've already sewn around, and again, you would use this as a pocket. And again, so you've got two of those. We have a library card and holder, and that was part of the dyeing fest that I went through the other day, or the other week. And then I have these. I love this size as well. I haven't used them. I have coffee dyed them, but I haven't used them yet, and I just love the size, because sometimes this is just too big. So now you have smaller ones. So that is all that's inside that is that's included in the book itself. And I just close it over like that, close it over like here, and again we just, you know, put this around here. This is, you can completely untie it. I've just left it there because it looked like a nice bow. Now this is where I got carried away, and I thought, well, we'll just do little grab bags that go with it. And again, this is all for sale. It's all going to be in my Etsy shop. So let's take one bag at a time. And I'll try and remember who all of these belong to. This is a nice bag. It's rice paper, I believe. And it's a beautiful texture. It's kind of, it's not rough, but it's not as smooth as like a brown paper bag would be. So you can use that. I tried to use things that you could use yourself. Some of this is ephemera that I've made. Some of it is just some that I've printed. These are from Tracy Fox in her wallflower kit. These are, let me move these out of the way so you can see. I've cut these out of the pages from, let's see, what's it called? The Concise British Flora in Color. And I've taken the pages, and all I've done is used a double page, sewn around the edges. And the idea is that you can use them as single pockets. And there's some that are in black and white. So you can use them as a single pocket on a page, just glue here, 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 and you've got a pocket there. Or you can glue one on top of the other. So you have 3 or 4, however many you want. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of the autumn colors, and 3 of the black and white. This card is a sweet one. Again, this is from G. Kerr. This is one of her Friday freebies. Let's see, how does this work? Okay, it's got a little card. Sweet little thing. So you've got your journal card, and that slides down in here in the pocket. And then you've got room for something else in here. And I've just stitched around it because I like the look of stitching. But that all came in one of her Friday freebie kits. As I said, a very generous artist, lovely artist, some fabulous artwork. These are library cards, Shakespeare, Klaus Poppets, and it's written in German, so we will just skip right past that. And here's another one, Klaus Poppets. And then, of course, the backs are blank. Here we have two little envelopes. Sweet little envelopes. I love small, miniature. Here are just some cards that I've inked up already. And that's the fun part about this. Most of this is already inked for you. Little card there, card here. This is an envelope that I made. This is another. This was two envelopes. And you kind of put one inside the other and glue it down. And then I just stamped it. That was fun. And here are some tags. That was in a kit that I purchased, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. These are some more of Tracy Fox's. These are some beautiful cards from a scrapbook. Not a scrapbook, but a, what do you call it? Scrapbook paper. More of Tracy Fox's. And again, already inked up for you. That's what I like to do when I like to do it all at once. We'll do him later. And here we have, now you can fold this like this. You can use it as a tuck spot. You can use it as a pocket, however you want. This is a Martha Stewart bit. Here's two more of these little, well, they're not CD sleeves. I'm not quite sure what they would hold. Here are some large, I guess, coin envelopes for large coins. I don't know. I haven't got a clue, but anyway, there they are. This is an envelope, just a regular envelope. Again, I've already dyed it for you. Another large CD piece or sleeve. This is just a little booklet that I've made, and again, this was using up scraps. And you can put decoration on here, some lace or something, or just leave it as is. But it's a great way to use up relatively small pieces of cardstock that you've got left over. These two are, I made these about a year ago, and I had so much fun with them. And they're boots, obviously. I have real buttons here and trim. And you can put them, it's just sort of a decoration, really. And you can just slide them down over a page like so. And I've put these pretty little, I think it's balsa wood. It was from a fan, but the fan was broken. I thought, well, I can't throw those away, so I didn't. And I just did some decorative little boots there. And here's the other one. Okay, so that is all in this bag. Oh, I forgot to show you these little darlings. I'll never get that back on. And they're just little banners, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And you can write like one word, or you can stamp a word on them. They're great if you use them on, what do you call those little things that you put on the edge of pages? Oh, my brain is dead. But you use the little bulb pins and hang them from there. And it's just a nice little, my grandmother would call it a little hangy down. So, Gran, that's what we're going to go with. It's a little nice hangy down that you can put on the edges of your pages. And one last bag that goes along with it. I'm telling you, I did get carried away, but it was fun. I've used just a plain bag. Again, I have already coffee stained it. And let's just see what's in here. Okay, and use some of these little bags to keep things together. These are buttons, a little plastic vintage belt hoop, I guess is what you call it, I'm not sure. Another button with a neat design. That came off of one of my granddaughter's little outfits. It was so sweet, and now she practically would look at that and practically vomit because she's not into pink. Of course, she's just turned 19, but when she was a little girl, I was fortunate enough to dress her in pinks. This is just, you know, again, those little glassine envelopes, and I've already stained them for you. Here we have an assortment of these little roses. There's one or two white in there, I believe, and the rest of them are cream color. And then here, these are made from glue sticks, colored glue sticks. And the idea is it mimics a wax seal. I like them better because they're more durable. And I just make a bunch up all at the same time. And you use your same seals that you would for wax, for regular wax seals. But you put a blob of glue, for lack of a better word, a blob. And then you take your seal and you press it into it. And then you bring it up and then you've got this. And then what I do is you can glue it down just as a decoration by itself, put a little bit of cheesecloth underneath it, or you can put it like on the edge of an envelope, say like that, and just glue the top half down, and then you've got that like that. So anyway, that's a bee and a tree, and the cream colored ones are, oh, I forget now what kind of a leaf that is. I'm totally blank on that, but anyway, laurel, I think. So there are those three, and then this, I've kept this in a Ziploc because there are some small pieces here that I didn't want to lose. So we'll do the small pieces first. Naturally, it's all going to stick together. But here are the large brads, and then the little screws. The large brad go into this nameplate. And then you have two metal, very pretty metal nameplates, and the little screws are right there. Whoops. Aren't those beautiful? I love these. And there's a key and a little crown. And then we have 4 corners, protective corners. And you just literally fold those down over the edges of the corners of a book or a journal. Have some little miniature clothespins. These are, let's see, how many? 5 of those. You can put a bit of lace or a bit of a ribbon or something like that. Clamp it shut literally with your hands. It's not very strong. Or you can get a you know, wire plier, not wire pliers, but well, y'all know what I'm talking about. And then there is a little thing that you can hook one of those bulb pins in, and then you've got a little a little doodad for the edge of your page. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little Bulldog Clips. These are smaller. I've put in 8 of these. They fit on the edge, and what I like to do frequently is put these on the edge, like if I'm making a writing board. So it's not as thick as a journal cover, but it's like a piece of stiff cardboard, and I put those on the edge just to make it look nice. And then these, of course, these are these old-fashioned, they're like paper clips, and those, however many that is. And that is all. And I'm going to try and not make a huge mess by spilling that. So anyway, again, this is for sale in my Etsy shop. It all comes together. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a comment below. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Friday. the 1st of October. So we've made it to autumn, a good thing. And I hope you're having a blessed week. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.